Hello again, it's Pastor Ken from Northminster Presbyterian Church in Tucson, Arizona. I hope you're having a good day and a good week. We're following along with readings from our Presbyterian mission calendar or liturgical scripture readings. And today I chose some verses. They're up there, and you can see the other passages if you just click on the link there. From Deuteronomy 4. And let me just read a few verses for you. You were shown these things, and he starts in verse 32. Sorry. Ask now about the former days, long before your time, from the day God created human beings on the earth. Ask from one end of the heavens to the other. Has anything so great as this ever happened? Or has anything like it ever been heard of? Has any other people heard the voice of God? Rhetorical question. Answer, no. Speaking out of fire as you have and lived. And of course, this is God through Moses talking to Israel. Has any God ever tried to take for himself one nation out of another nation? By testing, by signs, wonders, war, by a mighty hand. And he did all these deeds, like all the things the Lord your God did for you in Egypt before your very eyes. You were shown these things so that you might know that the Lord is God, and besides him, there is no other. And then a little bit later, he says, you need to keep these decrees and commands, which I give you today, so that it may go well with you and your children after you, and that you may live long in the land the Lord your God gives you for all time. As I read this passage, I was reminded of a song, a praise song that we do usually at the 8 o'clock service here for worship. It's called Reckless Love, and let me read a couple lines from there. Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so good to me. And then later on, it goes, there's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, no lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Again, the song is Reckless Love, and that seems to me to be a good title for the scripture that I read from Deuteronomy. There is this reckless love that God has, that he will break down any barrier to come after us and to call us, to form us, to redeem us as his people. I was reminded, and I think back this past Sunday, we had a wonderful opportunity at our 11:30 worship service near the end of that to do an immersion baptism for several people in our congregation. And all of those people, I thought about how God's reckless love had an effect on their life, how God's reckless love called them and formed them and redeemed them. And now they are a part of his people as he has called them, and as we celebrated that baptism with them. That same God and that same reckless love still operates today. And I hope that you will reflect on God's reckless love for you, and that you will reflect on the ways that he has called you, that he spoke to you through whatever fire that was. And that we remember what that was like, and that he claimed us and then redeemed us to be his child, to be his son or his daughter. God's reckless love. What an amazing love it is. Hope you have a great day. Stay well and be safe.